Yo, what up? What it do, y'all? It is the short one, and this is another episode of Off Punishment. And we got the one, the only, my blood brother, King Petty. I know it's a lot of speculations of why Brother Petty has not been on Down in the Den After Dark. We're getting ready to get down to a lot of the nitty gritty. This is going to be a brotherly episode. And we're gonna get into it. So what's up, Petty? What's happening?
Shit, just been working, new job, new everything. So yeah, just been working, hanging out, barbecuing with the fellas and shit, and that's about it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get into a touchy topic, you know what I'm saying, because we are brothers, and we don't be around each other a lot. We blood brother, same mother, same father, but our relationship is very, very strained. As you know, and I know, but people don't know. But you know, we want to try to bury some hatchets, figure some things out, and come to common ground and show love and unity, and basically help other siblings who have possibly been having issues over the years fix their relationship. So we're going to get into it right now, and I think on my behalf, and I can say, you know, we've had issues that probably are unknown over the years, but I know in developing myself over the past years, dealing with other personal things, that my issues have been, I felt like the big brother that I always wanted, I never got, even with me being 40 years old now. And I think I held a certain aggression and, you know, resentment towards you, you know what I mean, where I don't have any of that anymore. But at a time I did, where it has lingered since I think I was about 13. So I'd say since 96. So that's been over 20 years. And, I don't know how you feel. So I want to know, like, what do you feel like where our relationship was strained at?
Okay, so it probably goes before that. It was when I started getting a little older and wanted to hang out with my friends and shit. And yeah, I think it was that's what it was. I just wanted to be by myself. I don't know. I can't say I was like the best of brother. I always wanted to be by myself. I don't know. That was just me. I just really didn't, what was the word? I don't know. I felt like y'all had y'all own friends and I had my own. And then once everybody clicked up together, I was just like, okay, well, I got to deal with this. But like, that's where it stemmed from. I guess because of like all the shit we always did in the past with the arguing and fighting and fussing and shit. So that was where it stemmed from for me. So I think probably before that, maybe about, I think right when we got to VA, maybe a year after that, maybe.
Okay, so I say that's what we moved there in 90, so about 91.
91, 92, yeah.
And so, me, because you were the oldest, you know, I always, you know, Dad wasn't really around like that. So male role models, you know, we didn't have no uncles and shit. We had uncles, but they wasn't around. You know, we had was Mom, you know what I'm saying? So I can say, like, you know, being open and honest, like, shit, I looked up to you. You know what I'm saying? You was like my hero. You know what I'm saying? So make me, you know, yeah, man, shit. Like I wanted to be everything like you. Shit, you was the one who was. You got the cool clothes. You was the older one. You was always in the older grade. You got different things than I had, and so it was like, yo, I wanted to be this dude. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was the hero balance, like I said, like I really wanted to be just like you. You know what I'm saying? So it was always I wanted to follow you around because you was the one I wanted to be like. And I'll tell you a story offline that I just don't want to bring up, but I've, you know, like I said, I go to therapy, you know what I'm saying? And I had to bring this up in my therapy session, and some touchy shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to let you know, like, it wasn't like I just was like, damn, this is my older, like, most cats don't get an older brother. Well, a lot of people do, but like, Most people don't even get, a lot of people that we know don't have siblings, shit like that. But I had like an older brother and a younger brother. So it's like, yo, my older brother, my dad ain't around, shit. This is the nigga I'm gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was my everything, you know what I'm saying, at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, but I understand, like, you wanted your own freedom and your own friend.
I say it like this. I felt like y'all were trying, like y'all were hindering me at the time. I didn't understand, but I felt like y'all were like y'all always wanted to be around me, and I was like, why they always want to be? I didn't understand it either because I was young, and then we didn't have dad around like that, so I just felt like y'all were just like wanted to get in the way and all that stuff, and I didn't understand it until moms told me later on, and now you're telling me, so I was just like, fuck, like I felt hella stupid. So.
Nah, but we was young kids, and I don't know. I didn't know how. I'm just now learning, at a 40-year-old man, to express my feelings because I hold everything in. And so it was a thing of I didn't know how to tell you, like, man, I just want to be just like you. But I would tell my friends and shit like that. Like, you could ask Cecil, you know what I'm saying? You can ask Thomas, you can ask all of them at a certain age. I just wanted to be just like you. I never wanted
that was why you wanted to play ball and shit.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit about basketball. Honestly, I liked playing baseball. I like playing baseball.
I apologize, bro. I didn't know. I really didn't know.
When you started playing ball, right? And I watched you, like, we played on that same team that first year. I was 8 and you was
the Razorbacks.
Yeah, you was 11, right? And so I only signed up is because I think Dad had just came back from overseas somewhere, and you kept saying you wanted to play ball. So shit, it was just like, okay, this nigga want to play ball. I want to play ball too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even watch basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been
better than me.
Nah, but I always wanted to do karate. It was either karate or box. You know what I'm saying? But it was, you wanted to play ball, so shit, I want to play ball. And you took up to it more. As you remember, like, I was 8 and I sat on the bench most of the year. I scored 1 point that first season because I had to learn how to dribble, everything, you know what I mean? I only went to the practices and I tried out hard, and I practiced like I did to get better was to impress you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't care about nobody else. It was like I said, I like to fight. Like, I really did. I wanted to do karate because John Claude Van Damme was my favorite person, and I wanted to be a karate master, or I wanted to be like Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? And so, but you played ball, so I wanted to play ball. You wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. And I think where, like I said, I know where it was at a time where I kind of felt like you didn't want me around, so it was like some resentment. And then I would say kind of pushing forward to when Mom and Dad were going through that divorce, you know what I'm saying? And so
that was starting me pushing everybody away.
So yeah, and so that's where my resentment came from, because it was like, it was like, damn, this nigga always mean to me. And I you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, every time you saying stuff, you doing stuff, we starting to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was really like fighting. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm 12 or 13 at the time, and then you 15, 16, and we fist fighting, and I'm getting my ass kicked all the time. And it was like, all I wanted to do was be around you and your friends, because I wanted them to be my friends and shit like that. And we was butting heads all the time. And I think that's when I tried to start selling dope. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, all right, well, he don't want to be around me. He don't give a fuck because Dad was gone. I felt like nobody gave a fuck, so I'm going to do me. So what happened is, New Jack City. I remember I wasn't allowed to watch it. I got a hold of the VHS, and I watched that whole movie front to end. And that's why I fell in love. I fell in love with wanting to sell dope. You know, I wanted to be a drug dealer so bad that, and in the street life just kind of took my brain like far. I didn't give a shit about nothing. I didn't give a shit about school. I didn't give a shit about nothing. I wanted to sell dope, play basketball, and talk to girls. You know what I'm saying? But then I felt like, okay, I don't have no big brother. I'm gonna be my own man. I didn't have no father figure, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, shit, I'm gonna do me. But then it came where shit, I lost myself, but then I started having aggression towards everything because I felt like nobody cared about me. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like you didn't give a shit because you was always so mean to me. So it was like, all right, well, if it's fuck me, it's fuck him, and that's where
I'll tell you this, and nobody knows this. I didn't know how to be myself because we was there when we heard the argument. You know what I mean? So like, I didn't know once it was really over, dude. I didn't know how to be myself. Like you saw it. Like I was fucking up in school too. So I didn't know how to be myself. Like it was like I was trying to be other people. Like I'm following other people in school and shit, and nobody knows this. I couldn't be myself. Like I didn't truly get over that until we moved out of Virginia. I never truly got over that divorce until we moved out of Virginia. Like I was crushed, bro. Like I didn't know, like I didn't want to be around nobody. I felt like everybody was a hindrance to me. So I didn't want to be around. Only people I wanted to be around was people that was not in the house. That's how it was for me. Like I was hurt. I mean, like you know how it is. Like we was in the same house all these years, and then all of a sudden one person's gone, and he's gone for good. And I didn't know how to handle that. I didn't up until fuck. I'll be honest, bro. Like all them years in Cali, like nobody knew where I was. I was like damn near homeless. So like I didn't know how to like be myself. I had to like literally teach myself because like literally like we were always had mom and dad, so I had to teach myself.
yeah.
So
And that's I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things. Like I sit back and I think about those things now. You know what I'm saying? Where you know, like you said, you was damn near homeless. I'm running the streets. I'm damn
I was
near
sleeping in the
homeless.
car for 3 months. Nobody knows I was sleeping in my parking lot for 3.5, 4 months.
Yeah, you know, like, and we kind of push it forward through certain stories because I don't feel like everybody needs to know everything, but you know, we can push certain things like, you know, you was homeless at a time, I was homeless at a time, you know, I was homeless at 17.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Staying in people's closets to sleep, you know what I'm saying, instead of sleeping outside. Because
and then we were staying with Mama Lord for like a good year.
Yeah, certain names we ain't gonna bring up. Certain names, there's certain people, you know,
Yeah.
But even you know, we stayed there, and you know what I'm saying, like I tell her, I send messages to her daughter, you know what I'm saying, like I appreciated her for that time because, you know, I had to get sent away, you know what I'm saying, because I had to leave everything, you know what I'm saying, from almost going to jail, ripping and running with T, and you know, doing all my crazy shit, and you know,
Right.
family didn't want me at nobody's house because I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
We were going through some shit that in our mind that nobody else knew about. I don't think nobody realized that. Like we had a lot of shit on our brain.
And it was the same. And a lot of the stuff, you know, I'm starting to realize now, as we're conversating about it, we were going through so many similar things, and we just didn't know how to lean on each other, like because we had so much aggression towards each other with shit.
Right.
We honestly we should have leaned on each other, but we didn't know how to because identities was fucked up. You know what I mean? But as I say, you know, like I said, like it was years to where, and folks don't, you know, all my viewers and your viewers don't know, like we didn't speak for years. And the crazy part is we be in the same fucking city. You know what I'm saying? In the same state.
And the thing about it, we was like 10 blocks away from each other. Because you was in the 70s and I was in the 80s.
You know, and that's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? We would be in vicinity, like, and I would be in that area. You know what I'm saying? And it's as I think about it, shit is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna push forward a little bit. Like, okay, so recently, right? I with all my personal shit, I had like, and I thought it was like a fucking stroke or a heart attack because I don't know. I really just started taking care of myself, right? And so I was I'm a workaholic, as everybody know. You know what I'm saying? I work 14, 15 hours a day because I'm alone so much because of this, my personal shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always alone. My mind be fucking with me, and I was drinking a lot and all that shit, right? And so I would say maybe about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, I'm driving and my vision get blurry. and I don't know what the hell going on, right? And I get all the way up to my home, and I get out my car, and like I'm feeling, a little shaky.
Right.
And I'm a wind back too, but I get in my house, and all of a sudden my legs is just like gone.
They feel
All
like worms and shit.
it was like noodles or whatever, like wet noodles, and so my chest on my left side started hurting really bad. And then I don't get headaches or migraines, but I was in a car accident too recently,
Right.
and so um, my legs just go out. I lay in my living room floor, and this is like 6 p.m. I lay on my floor, and I'm just breathing heavy, and then I get up the next morning, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, shirt soaking wet, head wet. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I pissed on myself, and I get up and I'm checking myself like, yo, where the fuck am I at? So I look around for a second and figure I'm in my house in my living room. I get up, my legs is, feeling a little fine. I ain't got a headache no more. Chest don't really feel, but I feel still a little dazed. So I get up, grab a bottle of water, guzzle that down, and go on my porch and just let the air hit me for like an hour. You know what I'm saying? And then, I'm wearing a group message with all the fellas and shit. So I hit them immediately like, yo, I just had this little crazy shit go on. So they calling and they checking on me and shit like that. But in that time, I'm sitting there, when I'm sitting outside, and was like, damn, if I die, or if I would have died, me and my brother is at odds. You know what I'm saying? Over a lot of petty, immature shit. And I said, and I'm not, and I can't speak on your bad, but I say on my part, yeah, you know what I mean? On my part, yeah. I've said some shit that was hurtful. I've probably done a lot of shit that's hurtful. And I'm just like, I ain't about to go out like this. And so I called mom, and I had this long conversation with her for a minute. And she was just like, with Auntie dying last year and shit. And she was just like, if you think about it, and she told me the story of how their relationship had been strained, and then they had talked, and they were talking about, being better siblings and all that stuff. And then she died 24 hours later.
Right.
And I was like, man, if anything, I need to, if anything, I want to get out. I need to let my brother know that, like, I do care, I do love him, I do appreciate him for who he is, regardless of any mistakes that we made on both sides. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have no aggression towards nobody. I don't have no aggression towards you at all, because we come from the same place. You dig what I'm saying? And I just don't want this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I ain't gonna live like this. I'm not gonna live on no strange shit with you, or our youngest brother, or parents, or none of that shit. And so that's why I'd rather do it like this, because I live in a certain city, and we live in the same state, and we're like 15 minutes away driving off a freeway. And out of the 13 years I've been here, you've been here about, what, 3 or 4? We've seen each other out in that time maybe 4 or 5 times. I still think a handful of times. And so I just ain't about to live like this no more, dog. Like I said, man, I love you to death. You know what I'm saying? And this is me at my age, my maturity, still got ignorance in me, but I'm just not about to live like this. Because if I die tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? If one of us go somewhere, motherfuckers got to live with that shit. You feel me? It's things where, you know what I'm saying, the past couple, I done took some trips, you know what I'm saying, to go kick it with the fellas, and it's a missing piece. You dig what I'm saying? And that missing piece is you.
Bro, it's in my pride. I'm be honest, bro, in my pride. I don't, because me, ain't nobody know what I be going through. I don't tell nobody. So I don't know, bro. I don't tell nobody what I be going through, so I just keep this shit bottled in. Like I've always done this. Like that when I pushed everybody away that day, I be going through the hell of shit, bro. My mind be elsewhere, so I literally try to push everybody away. Like maybe that's a Scorpio in me, but that's just how I always am, and I don't try to, because like I be wanting y'all around because I have nobody to talk to. But then like, I feel if I don't talk to nobody, I'm good. It'll go away after a while. I just push it to the side. You know what I'm saying? So
But that's the thing, though. I was going through my shit, and it was a time where I was damn near about to take myself up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've tried.
me too. And that's the crazy part, though. Like, I just can't live like this no more, though, bro. Like, I refuse to. I refuse to not have my brothers around me, and I refuse to keep not having you around me, because if anything go bad, you know what I'm saying? It's like I want my people to know how much I care. Like, I know you might feel a certain way on a slighted thing, you know what I'm saying? And we can talk about that after here. But my thing is, like, my delivery might not always be proper, but my intentions and my heart be in the right place with shit. So when I was asking certain questions about you, it wasn't me trying to be messy. Maybe I should have delivered that to you. It was because a motherfucker actually really cared about your situation. A nigga don't like it. And me asking them questions, and it ain't got nothing to do with the individual. I got much love for him too. It was in a point to where it's like, this is my brother. If I'm able to help, I help. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I feel like that's, as a brother, that's my mission. I'm not supposed to let my brother be down like he ain't supposed to let me be down. But it was, and maybe your situation ain't none of my business, but it was.
No, you can feel free to ask whatever, bro. Like I just feel like I'd rather be asked face to face, or at least how we are right now. I'd rather be asked like that instead of like that person. You know what I mean? Like it felt different. I was like, why don't nobody just ask me? I was like the situation is fine. It's that
I don't think I knew how to ask. I seen something and my mind went there. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, and this shit ain't how it's supposed to be. And so it was, well, shit, if it's gonna be like this shit, well, how can I help? How can I fix the situation?
right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't fix it, but how can I help with the situation to make it a better situation? Because this is my sibling, this is my brother. I don't want this shit for him. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a position where I can say, yo, let's work on this. Let's try this. You know what I'm saying? But my delivery was wrong. And I apologize about it, because I can admit I'm a man, I'm wrong. I'm just starting to be able to admit hold myself accountable for my wrongdoings, my wrongdoings and shit like that. I said, like, and I put it out there, you know, my marriage, that I completely fucked up, being lying and cheating and everything like that, and not holding myself accountable. But that stems from my past of doing certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just wanted to let you know, like, personally, like, it was no harm intentionally. It wasn't no intentional harm. It was more, I just want to help, but my delivery was wrong. And that'd be my ego. You know what I'm saying? I got pride and ego, and that's the thing that kill a motherfucker to this day. But I apologize once again, because I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? What?
No, you good, bro. I want to apologize for the last 40 years of your life, bro. I know I wasn't. I know I wasn't. I wasn't a good brother at all, bro. I know I wasn't, because I kept pushing everybody away, wanting to fight. I know I wasn't, bro, and I should have been way better than I was. I was always like leaving, doing everything. They tried to get away and like get away from everybody, and I want to apologize for that. I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart, bro. I really do.
Man, you good.
I should have been there, bro. Like,
nah, man, you know, we straight, bro. Like, I everybody got their own paths.
I didn't know how to deal with shit, bro. I didn't know how to deal with shit. It's just now, like, after the last couple of years, I'm just been like the last 8-9 years, I'm just now trying to come to terms with everything, bro. Like, I just, like, when I came out, I only came out here. I wasn't gonna come out here, bro. I only came out here to be close to y'all. I didn't come out here for nothing else. I didn't have to come out here. I was set out there. That's what nobody know. I was good out in Cali. I came out here to be close to y'all. I just didn't know how to be close to y'all, like, in a way, like, I knew how to be near y'all, but I didn't know how to be like the family type nigga. I've never known how to do that because we grew up how we grew up. So I didn't know how to do that or how to be a brother. I'm still trying to do that with the youngest one. So it's like, I apologize, bro. Like for real, I should have been there. I should have been there more than I should.
You good, G? Like, it's water under the bridge. Where it goes from here is, where do we build on? Where do we go from here? What do we do next? How do we keep rebuilding to where it never goes to the past? Because I'm not gonna live in the past, and I'm not dwelling on the past. My thing for now is just to rebuild, to be a better brother, a better person to you, to the youngest one, to all the brothers, you know what I'm saying? But mainly right now, it's just me and you. Because, like I said, you was the one, and to a degree to this day, though, you know what I'm saying? I always go about all of the fun shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, going to play hoop, riding the bikes, going to the movies, and all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? I say one of my fondest memories, though, you know, everybody know, like, and I'm not ashamed of it, I'm a high school dropout. I failed the same grade 3 times just because I didn't give a shit about school, you know what I'm saying? But my fondest memory is I got to watch you walk across the high school stage and graduate and get your diploma. You know what I'm saying? I remember that day to the T, because I got all, you know, suave and debonair up, you know what I'm saying? Put on my little khaki shorts and my little polo and my little shoes, my little so-called dress shoes. And because I felt like it was me graduating too, because I knew I wasn't never going to get that opportunity. I didn't have no desire for it. But to watch you do it was an accomplishment for me too. You know what I'm saying? You going, you know, you ain't go to prom, but you went to the after prom and shit like that. So it was like I was living through you because I knew I wasn't going to get those things. I wasn't even trying to. I didn't care because at that time I didn't care about myself or life. It was just living through you. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is just to build on this relationship and go up, never go sideways or backwards. You know what I'm saying? It's just to go up from here. You know, we got so many things planned. I didn't, even with now, right? I never wanted to do this podcast shit without the group.
All right.
Didn't care. I was cool with doing the group because we got so many different memories and so many different fun things that we can do as a group. To where when you started yours, I was like, all right, cool. And then I was like, well, maybe I could do mine on my own. But I still didn't really care. It took y'all to say something to me because I still live by that code as the young brother to do what the big brother tell me to do, regardless if the relationship is strained or not. And he was like, you know, you and Mars was like, yo, Drew, you do yours. Do what? You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking like, maybe. But then when y'all was like encouraging me, that's when I said I'd do this shit. But I didn't have no aspirations to do this shit. I was cool with whatever else we had going on. You know what I mean? I don't be having these aspirations like that, even though I can be me and all that shit. But like, it was because of big bros telling me this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I still live by that code as a young brother. Regardless of me being an adult, having children and grandchildren of my own, I still live by that little brother code. Right. You know, but it is what it is. But let's just build, man. Like, I'm not going backwards. I'm only going for the sky's the limit and more.
Okay. I want to tell you 3 things I was jealous of you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you were able to get on a stage and sing. I couldn't do it. As you know, dude. Do you understand how proud I was? I was in the crowd with Mom, like, yeah, this nigga's on stage. I can't do none of this shit. I'm old. I'm 3 years older than nigga. I still ain't been on a stage ever. That you can actually talk to girls. I wasn't able to talk to girls until I was like 25, bro. Honestly, no shit. 25, 26, couldn't talk to girls.
We could have put that offline instead of putting that shit on
Yeah,
here.
shit. Everybody know this. Like everybody that know me know this shit. Like I was jealous of shit like that. That was the shit because you were outgoing. I was an introvert. Like no matter what, if I was always, if you notice, I was only around 4 people, 5 maybe, AJ included. So I wasn't around nobody else. So you was out doing whatever and shit, and I was jealous of that shit. Like you were an extrovert, bro. I wanted to be that. I
Nah,
couldn't do that.
it wasn't even that shit. I felt like I lacked attention. I didn't get the attention that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I always said that I was good without it, but shit, I was fucked up. I wanted the attention that you got. As I always hear the story, you were the firstborn of years. It was no other kids that came around. So when you was born, you got all the attention. You know what I'm saying? And when I came around, I get a little bit, and then Jamie was the baby, which I just said his name, but it is what it is. But I just shied off. So it was like I did shit to get attention. You, like I said, you had the friends, so it was like, all right, this is the annoying little brother. Shit, I gotta stand out. I want these niggas to like me too. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I did the shit. I honestly am one of them people that like by myself a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm alone 24/7 now. You know what I'm saying? So the jealousy, I get it because of, but I was, like I said, I was trying to stand out. I was trying to impress you and your friends because I wanted to be like y'all. I wanted to be around y'all.
True.
And the singing thing, shit, I did that because a couple girls.
That's the reason. Shoot, I couldn't do that. There was no way I could stand out, bro. Like,
But you think about it though, right? I was in elementary school. I was in the 5th grade. I didn't like no girls in my grade. You were 3 years older, and I liked every girl that was in your grade. I liked all the older girls. I was in elementary. I wanted junior high and high school women. That's what I wanted. I didn't want no girls that was undeveloped. That's what I liked.
Yeah, and I could get nine one of them. I could get 9 of them. That was good.
Didn't get none of them until I got older. Shit, I backtracked on a lot of the asses.
Get none of them until I was like 25, 26.
It is what it is, Joe. So, I know you had took yourself out of our group chat, but now you back in. I do want to bring all of the group in soon, and we're gonna do this again. You know, but maybe we'll do it for viewers, but maybe not. Maybe we'll just do it with us. I just needed to get this out because, like I said, man, I felt like I was damn near gonna die. Health ain't all that great. I shouldn't be even smoking, damn near drinking, all of that shit. I'm trying to be around. And then, we just did this Tampa trip. You know what I'm saying? You got to meet Big Dub Deuce, Big Gerald, but you didn't get to go to Tampa and experience and have all the fun that we had together. Because when we all get together, it's an amazing time because we can make our own fun without having to go nowhere and do anything.
Right.
Doing the Zoom shit is fun, but being in person with the crew is something totally different. And so we had fun, but like in each other's presence, we a different breed of animals. And so I feel like I want you to be included in that. With the Vegas shit, that's coming up, it's still, the rooms is still there because we set it out to be the group. You know what I'm saying? And, officially I'm not 40 yet, as Dio got a few more months. But me and Kyle, that's our, we 10 days apart, and our birthdays is in that month. You know what I'm saying? And
so it's March.
Yeah, but he's already, y'all in y'all 40s already. We're not. And so it was the celebration of coming of age, adulthood, of saying, all right, now we official. We jumping into this new realm. And it's not going to feel right or be right if we got the missing piece again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really hoping that you will wind that back and say, yeah, you coming.
I'm coming.
Tickets is already can be got, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I actually need you there, you know. So, you know, and I need you around. You feel me? Like, yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, you know where I live at. I know where you live at. So I mean, I was just in Tacoma last weekend. So I mean, like I just drove out there. Like I hadn't even drove the car out of the city. So I just was like, I drove to Tacoma. I went straight to Ruston and just hung out over there for like an hour. And then I was like, all right, let me get back out to Canton. So I mean, I don't really go nowhere. Like if I go anywhere, it's to work. And you know, work is really down the street for me. So yeah,
And
I mean,
I be in your city because you know I got business that I handle out there with you know what I do for a living and shit like that, trying to find people permanent housing and getting them off addiction programs and shit. So, but neither here nor there. Let's wrap this up and let's build from this. Once again, like I said, man, I love you to death. It ain't shit in this world that I wouldn't do for you. If a motherfucker come at you sideways, they know that I'm gonna put a toe tag on it. And I mean that with everything I love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fuck with you without me gonna come scour the earth for your motherfucking ass. If you do something to one of my people, and if you do something to my big brother, like, I'm on your ass. Like, trust me. I will find you. I don't give a fuck how long it take me. I'll be an old, decrepit ass man, but I'll find you and I'll go sit it down for the rest of my dying days if you do something to my people. But like I said, we're gonna wrap it up, and I want everybody to understand, like when you got a sibling or you got siblings, regardless if you can agree to disagree, try to compromise, and always make sure you tell your people you care and you love them because we live day by day. You know what I'm saying? And if you can see from this story, we live day by day. And shit, I just had this experience, and not knowing he's probably had experience. We both done tried some heinous shit to get out of this place, and then we both would have been fucked up because we wouldn't have told each other we love each other, even though we do. But sometimes you gotta reiterate that. You gotta tell your people you love them, and so make sure you know what I'm saying. If you take anything out of this, to let your people know you care about them, you love them, regardless of how far you are. You let your people know. But this is an episode of Off Punishment. I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe. And the King Petty Network, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe. Is let them know your podcast name, and he's getting ready to relaunch it.
yeah. Pot with Petty, I have recorded probably about 10 to 15 episodes. I ain't telling nobody. It's just me. Yeah, it's still the same background, only like a different angle. But yeah, Pot with Petty will be back soon. I'm just waiting to get a computer. I'm about to I'm about to get a computer and just launch it from there. Whole new backdrop, whole new script written, everything by me. So yeah, I'm about to have it straight now.
Well, y'all know what it is. I'm not gonna be into no antics and no fuck shit. It's coming when it comes, but this is some personal shit that had to get straight. But I needed to get things straight in my life. I wanted to help some other people, so this is another episode of All Punishment. Like I said, I am the shortest giant you'll ever meet. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
I need this.